is the closing week of Backyard Renaissance. I want to make sure I get The Dark Heart of Dooley Stevens, a phenomenal play that we're going to tell you all about. Joining us now, we have Gercke, the playwright, and Hannah Meade, director. Thank you both for being here this morning in our chilly studio. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.
Fran, we talked about a number of these plays that you write. I just think it's always such a complex, really fun, intimate setting that you're in, that you get to experience these. Tell us about Dooley Stevens and his Dark Heart.
Okay, so The Dark Heart of Dooley Stevens features two characters. One is Cindy, one is Dooley. Cindy is the mother of their child. Now, Cindy has decided to take off and is holing up in a trailer out in the barren desert of the Southwest, some remote location, and we don't know why. And Dooley is recently out of prison and is coming down to track Cindy down and bring her back home to reunite the family. And then over the course of the 2 hours, Cindy and Dooley battle it out to see the way that they are going to determine if they're going to go back home or if Cindy is going to escape to a new life.
And so I asked you if you were to put this into a genre. I mean, you know, dark comedy, like how would you describe it? You said...
I said, and I'm borrowing this from a reviewer who said, it's like a lost episode of The Twilight Zone directed by David Lynch. So, and it's in a genre of storytelling which is magical realism. I borrow a lot from that. Because, and here's the romantic in me, I think love is a kind of magic, and this is, and once you introduce that into a story, ordinary objects can turn into the extraordinary, and events that seem mundane and banal suddenly start to take on crazy significance and possibility. So so it does have hope and humor and a lot of fun twists and turns. It's a real thrill ride, quite frankly. It is.
And so, Hannah, you have the, I would think, just overwhelming responsibility of making all of that come to life through the actors.
Yeah.
Tell us your interpretation of The Dark Heart of Dooley Stevens and what these actors take us, you know, on as far as the ride goes.
Yeah, I think it's a wild adventure. And Twilight Zone, directed by David Lynch, that's big shoes to fill. And Fran definitely wrote this wild story. And I think it is full of humor and full of love and full of heart. And there's a few jump scares in there. So it really is this
I love a good jump scare.
Yeah, this wild genre of theater that I don't think many other theaters in San Diego are putting on right now.
Yeah, it's just it's a big swing that is a lot of fun, and the idea behind it is not like some take the moral of the story is, or you should think this or that. It does leave it wonderfully open-ended. A lot of people who come, they're exiting the theater and they're like, wait a minute, what do you think happened at the end? Do you think this happened or that happened? And you know, there are fist fights and people get into wrestling matches. No, tease it. It's just a big fun time at the theater.
I mean, that's really what your goal is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, entertainment, but also it's kind of nice, I think, as a playwright sometimes to let other people have their interpretation.
Yeah, because I don't know anything. You know what I mean? It's like the last thing you should do is take my advice about anything. And the other thing about Backyard Renaissance is that our mission statement is art to the gut. So the idea is that we really do want people to feel a thrill and get a big belly laugh and then leave the theater not being able to forget certain moments. And I think Hannah really did do this, and the two actors on stage, MJ Sieber and Jessica John, really do nail it. And it's a lot of fun to watch. I've watched every performance, and I really am locked in. I love it.
Art to the gut and art to the heart. And you'll have to come see to know what that means.
Oh, yeah, you do. There's a real reason it's called The Dark Heart. There's a real reason.
I'm so curious.
Yeah.
But you only have 3 shows left to have people enjoy this. Such a wonderful, intimate setting. Quickly tell us where we can get tickets and briefly about Backyard Renaissance if people haven't been to the venue.
That's great. So backyardrenaissance.com is where you can get tickets. And then right now, if you put in the code KUSI, you get 50% off this weekend's performances, which are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7:30. And the venue is the 10th Avenue Arts Center, which is right down on 10th Avenue. You take the 163 and it turns into 10th Avenue. It's on your right-hand side. And there's street side parking, and then there are parking lots. It's real easy to get to. And it is a very intimate setting. So it is, it's like the experience is right there, a safe distance, but it's right there, right in front of you, which I think is a lot of fun. Because the actors are right in front of your face.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Break a leg this weekend, as they say. 3 performances left, so closing week, backyardrenaissance.com.
Yes, that is it.
Nailed it. All right. Thank you, guys.